And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, from Veterans Memorial Stadium. This is David Garcia bringing you some Trojan relays, the track and field meet here in Beeville, Texas. Got a little late start. Sorry about that. Traffic was wild. Looks like we're fixing to have it's like the 4x100, I believe, coming up. And they're off. Way in the front. Oops, sorry about that. Last handoff. And they're going to win by a good amount. Not sure which school that was, but congrats to them on the first place finish on the, I believe that was the Varsity 4x100, or yeah, the 4x1. You are tuning in. Let me know how's it look, how's it sound. Help me out. Go ahead and comment out there and help me out. Now it's gonna be the boys' turn. Let's see if I can move up my camera a little bit, get a little bit better angle. See if I see what schools are out there. It looks like Oso. Let me see if I can get it with these that are down here. Oso. Ingleside. Probably Kingsville, Rockport, Alice. Looks like Corpus Christi, King. And I cannot tell who the other one is in lane 2. All right, I'll be getting ready to go here in a second. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Y'all can hear me. Let me know. Am I too loud, too low? It looks like there's 8 teams in this heat of the 4x100. All 8 lanes are occupied. I'll zoom in a little bit. I believe that's Miller on lane 7. So also lane 1. Can't tell on lane 2. Kingsville, King. Lane 3. Ingleside, lane 4. Alice, lane 5. Rockport, lane 6. Miller, lane 7. I'm not too sure who's on lane 8. They're good to go. Looks like we're fixing Get ready to get in the blocks. Right now, it's like 21 people in here. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to share. And they're off. Here we go. Miller in the lead. Alice closing the gap. Looks like Alice takes the lead, gets the good handoff. And here we go. Anchor leg. Miller catching him. Looks like Alice might have won by a nose. Great race by all competitors in that run. Be right back.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
This is mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car, and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Hello, Beeville Trojan fans. Rudy Trevino here. Gotta tell you, when you need air conditioning, call my friends at Cool Breeze Services. They get the job done. In the meantime, good luck this football season and go Trojans!
In the heat of summer, we'll bring the chill with Cool Breeze services.
All right, we are back. We're fixing to have the 800-meter dash, 800-meter run. For those who don't know, that is 2 laps around the track, and they're off. So I'm not sure this is the JV girls or this is varsity or mixed. Packs still staying by each other. I'm sure after this first lap, you'll see a couple girls start to kick once they hit that 150-meter mark. Try to open up. One lap around, one more to go.
Third call for 100 hurdles. Third call for 100 hurdles.
Pack starting to thin out a little bit as she's starting to go a little faster. Last 120 meters. She's opening it up and is gonna take it by a good amount. Rest of the competitors still finishing it out. Oh, too far. Got a couple more girls still coming. Final racer. Good job. Now it's the boys' turn. I know they're fixing to get on the track. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know how's it look, how's it sound. Help me out. After the 800-meter run, we're going to have the 100-meter hurdles for the girls and 110 for the boys, followed by the 100-meter dash and the 800 relay. So we're just starting. I did get a little late run or late start. I did miss the 4x1 for the JVs, I believe. And they're off. Almost done with lap number 1. One more to go. Here we go. Looks like freshman Ethan is right behind him. He's going to catch him. Here comes the rest of the pack. We're going to have a battle. Looks like Beeville's going to win it. I believe that was the JV boys 800-meter run. Now we're going to have the varsity girls 800-meter run coming up. They're off. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I was sneezing. Zoom out a little bit. Bear with me. I'm not the usual camera guy. Looks like it's going to be a two-girl battle.
Final call for 100 meter hurdle. Final
Looks like Alice and Beeville. Kylie Munoz, Beeville. Alice opening up the lead. Alice takes the win. With Kylie Munoz Beeville coming in second. Look like Rockport coming in third, or Kingsville or A&M or Corpus Christi King coming in third. Both wearing green, so it's kind of hard to tell who's who. A couple competitors still coming in. There's a lot of schools here today, which is awesome to see. A lot of good competition for everybody to see besides your normal district people we got to face. So it's good. Some smaller schools against bigger schools. They compete with the bigger schools. They compete with their own district. Boys getting ready to start. The boys are off. Corpus Christi Moody in the lead. You're welcome, Shelly. So we missed seeing senior kids running the hurdles. One more lap to go. It's gonna be Moody followed by, let's see, TM. TM trying to close the gap on the Moody runner. TM trying to close the gap. Last 50 meters coming up. See if he has enough to catch him. Looks like the gap's gonna stay, and Moody's gonna win the 800. Good run by both of those young gentlemen. Here comes the rest of the pack. Now that the 800 runs are done, we're going to take a quick commercial break while they set up for the 100 and 110 hurdles. So don't go nowhere. We'll be back in a few.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
It's mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car, and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Here at Simmons Bank, our purpose is to enrich the lives of the people we serve and the communities in which we work. For over 120 years, we've worked hard to make our customers' financial goals become reality. Goals like buying a home, starting a business, or simply having greater confidence when it comes to managing your money. Hometown roots, a world of opportunities. It all starts here at Simmons Bank.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ready to run the 100-meter hurdles for the girls. And they're going to have the 110-meter hurdles for the boys. So we're good to go. Let everybody get in the blocks, and we'll be going. Zoom in a little bit. And they're off. She's going to win the heat. Good run by all participants. as they get ready for for the next heat of girls. Got to give a shout out to Coach Garza, Coach Sarah Garza, right there in the orange, head girls track coach, putting this all together. I'm sure it's a stressful, kind of a pain having to try to get all these schools to come and make sure everybody comes and has a good time. Everybody competes well. And got to give her a big shout out. Not too sure if any girls from Beeville are in this heat. Coach Ricky Maldonado helping somebody get their block straight. Hundred hurdles are going right now, Tiana. These are still the girls. The boys are be starting here shortly after them. I see Beaville's own Braden Martirell walking up right there. I think this is the JV Shelly. I'm not too sure exactly. I would assume maybe this will be the last JV heat, and maybe the next two heats will be varsity girls. I'm assuming, but then again, that could have been just the first heat was the JV girls, and now it's all varsity because there are quite a bit of schools here. Because I do see the last heat. I believe that's Alina Gomez. She's in the back, the last heat. I know she is the varsity hurdler for the Lady Trojans. And I see Deacon walking around.
Varsity boys, 4x100. In third, the Beeville side.
Third place in the varsity boys 4x100 Ingleside. Alice got first. Miller got second. Ingleside got third. Looks like everybody's blocks are straight. Looks like we're fixing to get ready. And here we go. I'm not sure what schools are in which lane. They're off. She takes off.
Final results for varsity girls, 4x100 relay.
Results of the varsity girls 4x100.
Third, West Oso.
West Oso in third. GP got second. And Rockport gets first. Yeah, it looks like Beeville's own Alina, I believe, Alina Gomez. I always get her and her twin sister confused. Alina and Eleni, but I believe Alina's the one that runs the hurdles. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Logan from Rockport got the win. Okay. That's not mine, so I'm okay. Somebody parked by the bus. Yeah, Shelly looked like by like the fourth hurdle, she caught that stride and just took off and opened it up and won it by a good amount. Here we go. Girls around the blocks. They're off. And she's gonna get the oh no. I might have done the announcer jinx on that one. I do apologize to the young lady. Now they're gonna reset for the boys 110 hurdles. While they reset, I'm gonna take a quick commercial break. So see y'all in about a minute. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
This is mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
All right, we are back. Boys getting ready. I believe these are the JV boys. 110 hurdles. And they're off. He's going to win. Yeah, Shelly, I felt bad for saying that she was going to win. I knew I shouldn't have said that as an announcer. Feel bad for the young lady. That's the hardest thing about hurdles is jumping and running at the same time. It's very hard. That's why I give all these young men and young ladies props for doing that because not everybody can do it. So I'm willing to bet Harper still has it in her to jump the hurdles once or twice. But in all seriousness, we wish her the best of luck at Mississippi College. All right, looks like this is going to be the varsities. Yeah, I think the 300 hurdles, that's one where you got to keep all that energy built up from running and jumping. It's a good little distance. Looks like Beeville's own Brady Martirell's in this heat right here, so this should be the varsity heat. Guess we're going to have 2 heats of varsity. Set, and they're gone.
Results for baby girls, 800 meter run. Results for baby girls, 800 run. Please go to place for a meter.
Battle between Martirell, Beeville, and the kid from Alice. Looks like Martirell might have stretched it out and get the win in the heat.
Final call for all 100
After this heat of 110 hurdles, we're going to have the 100-meter dash. And as you can see, there is a lot of athletes lined up ready to go. So I'm sure there's going to be quite a bit of heats. And I'm excited for it. So what is everybody's favorite event to watch in track and field? I personally love the 200 and the 800 meter relay. That is my personal favorite. They're off. And he opens it up. Not too sure if that's Corpus Christi King or that's Rockport. I think that's Rockport with the black and green. Great job by all competitors in that heat. While they remove the hurdles, I'm going to take one last, or not one last, but take another commercial break. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, 'cause I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car, and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Here at Simmons Bank, our purpose is to enrich the lives of the people we serve and the communities in which we work. For over 120 years, we've worked hard to make our customers' financial goals become reality. Goals like buying a home, starting a business, or simply having greater confidence when it comes to managing your money. Hometown roots, a world of opportunities. It all starts here at Simmons Bank.
All right, here we go. Yeah, Shelly, the mile relay is another one that I like to watch. Everybody's staying close. Looks like a few girls are opening it up. Good run by all of the competitors in that heat. And they're on. She is moving in lane one. Let's see if we have anybody from Beeville in this heat. Looks like we have one. Oh, I haven't been too far. Well, we had a false start. Gonna redo it. And I know like at district meets and area, regional, state, if you false start, you are DQ'd. However, this is a practice meet, I guess you could call it. So they will get another chance to run their event. Let's try it again. And they're off. And she's gonna get the win. See if this is the last heat of the JV girls. Looks like we have Beeville on lane 6 in this heat. And they're off. Bunch together. Who's going to win it? It's going to be close. Now it's the boys' turn. Here we go. They're off. I believe that's TM with the win. Here we go. Looks like Beeville in lane 2. Miller takes it by a good amount. Looks like this will be the last heat of the JV boys. Here we go. And they're off. Miller's going to take the win.
Final call for all 4 by 200 relay runners. Final call for all 4 by 200 relay runners.
Correction, we have one more heat of the JV boys 100-meter dash.
Joey Poblano from Tulsa Midway, and first for Lee, James Cody.
They're off. And he shot out of a cannon. Takes the win. Now we're going to have the varsity girls running the 100-meter dash. Looks like 3, maybe 4 heats. In lane 8, we're going to have Beeville's Ambry Cortez running. Looks like Rockport in lane 6, I believe. And lane 4. Here we go. Set. And they're off. It's a close one. All right, here's the second heat of the varsity girls 100-meter dash coming up. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV, and they're off. Not too sure who that was for Beeville, but they got second in that heat. All right, looks like the third and final heat of Varsity Girls 100-meter dash coming up. It's like Rockport in lane 1. And they're off. And she opens it up. She's going to win. Now it's going to be the varsity boys' turn. Looks like we're going to have, looks like 4 heats, I believe. After the boys, we'll have my personal favorite, the 800-meter relay, or the 4x200, however you want to call it. If you're tuning in, don't forget to like, follow, and share the video. We broke 2,800 followers a few weeks back. That was a huge milestone for me, for us at Trojan Network TV, not just for myself, but for all of us here. We will be live tomorrow with some Trojan baseball. Oh, and they're off. Sorry about that. He's opening up the lead. And he wins. The baseball game tomorrow will be live on our YouTube channel only, due to me having to be in the stands for the game. There's not enough room for a full setup. So baseball game will be on YouTube. The girls are off tomorrow. Girls softball. The boys will be at Port Lavaca, trying to get back on the winning side, taking on Port Lavaca Calhoun. Not sure how Port Lavaca looks this year. I know their ace pitcher Ricky Martinez graduated, so it's gonna be different for them. And I'm sure Tyler Lang will probably get the ball tomorrow for the Trojans. Erica, thank you for tuning in. So let's go Aiden Video, Alice Coyotes. Something about that burnt orange. And they're off. It's like Alice got second on that heat.
Results for varsity boys softball. In third, by Jake Myers from Ingleside. In second, Robert Garcia from Lee.
Diana, thank you for tuning in to Trojan Network TV. Are you watching from home or are you watching from the stands, Diana? Or Erica? Either both going for Aiden Video. Here we go. Runners set. Y'all are welcome. Good run by everybody right there. Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in from home. And good luck to Aiden on the rest of his season. Not sure if he's running any other events today, but if he is, good luck to him. We'll be in Alice next year for the first football game of the season, as we will be y'all's first opponent in y'all's new stadium. That's going to be fun. Here's the last heat of the boys 100 meter dash. It's going to be followed by the 800 meter relay. And they're off. And he's going to win. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break while they get everybody lined up for the 800 meter relay. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Hello, Beeville Trojan fans. Rudy Trevino here. Gotta tell you, when you need air conditioning and heating service, call my friends at Cool Breeze Services. They get the job done. In the meantime, good luck this football season and go Trojans!
The summer will bring with services.
All right. $800-meter relay coming up, the 4x200, however you want to call it. JV girls going to go first. It's like somebody's asking for the blocks. They want to run out of the blocks. So you're going to have, looks like Ingleside, I believe, in lane 7. I think that's Kingsville, lane 6. Possibly King. If I'm wrong, I do apologize. Thanks for tuning in, Glorious Productions. So Jay's dad here, listening on the road. But be safe. And thanks for tuning in. So we're good at exchange zone 1. Looks like we're still yellow. We're waiting. Looks like we're still yellow. Looks like we're good to go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. I put my phone on vibrate. And they're off. And we have some good runs going on right now. The stagger. Beeville gets a good handoff. Beeville on lane 2. Let's zoom in. I think that's Kingsville, I believe. Good handoff. Yeah, I believe that's either Port Lavaca or Kingsville. Both wear black and gold. Looks like GP's right behind her. Coming to the final handoff. Zoom in. Good battle going on right here. Going to the last 100 meters. GP looks like they're going to take the lead. GP takes the lead. Kingsville trying to catch up. And they're not. GP's going to take the win. Followed by Kingsville, Beeville, and a few other schools. All right. Good running, good handoffs. Good job by all teams participating. Now it's going to be the JV boys coming up. All teams going to get set up. While they get set up, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car, and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
All right, here we go. King in lane 1. Miller is going to be in lane 2. TM in lane 3. Alice in lane 4. Ingleside's going to be in lane 5. Rockport in lane 6. Oso's going to be in lane 7. And Port Lavaca Calhoun's going to be lane 8. No Beeville in this heat. Looks like we're good to go. And they're off. Oso in the lead. Going into handoff number 1. Going to handoff number 2. Alice took off too early. Clean handoff on the inside by Miller. Looks like Rockport is going to catch him. Getting to the last 100. Miller's going to hold him off. Great job by all competitors competing. Now it's going to be the varsity girls fixing a run. Let's see, can't tell who that is in lane 1. Possibly CC Wings, I think. I might be wrong. It's like Alice in lane 2. Miller lane 3. Once they announce who it is, I will announce it as well. Also in lane 2, Alice lane 3, Miller lane 4, GP in lane 5, Rockport lane 6, Ingleside in lane 7. All right, here we go. No Beeville in this heat. But when they're in, Joseph, I'll try to keep them in frame as much as I can. Go. And they're off.
Final call for 400 meter dash. Final call for 400 meter dash. Please check in.
Going to the first exchange. Looks like Ingleside's in the lead. Going to the second exchange. Good handoff by Miller. Looks like it'll be Miller, Ingleside, and Alice competing right here. Correction, is GP, not Ingleside. Going to the anchor legs. Here we go. Oh, Alice drops the baton. Good handoff by Miller. Late handoff by GP. Oh, so Miller gonna compete. Going to the last 100 meters. Looks like Miller's going to get the win. Followed by, that was close. I'm not too sure. GP got there before Oso did. And now it's going to be the boys' turn. Both Alice, JV boys, and Varsity girls dropped the baton. Well, I guess there's another heat of Beeville girls. I mean, Varsity girls, I believe. Because Beeville is in this one. Looks like Beeville lane 2. Looks like TM lane 4. And I cannot tell who's in lane 3 or 5.
Zone 1, change zone 2. Zone 2, 3.
We are good to go. Looks like Keen. I think that might be Moody. Yeah, Moody. Maybe that's TM. Not too sure. And then Beeville. And they're off.
Stop put final result. Ladies girls, stop put final result. In third place from Rockport, Kate Chow. In second from Disney, Kate Miller. And in first place, Rita.
First handoff. Beeville makes the handoff. Going to the final handoff. Good handoff. Delayed on it. Big lead coming up. Going to the final handoff. They have a huge lead. Beeville makes their final handoff. They're going to win by a good amount. There goes second, third, fourth. And then here comes Beeville. Fort Lavaca is going to be in lane 1. Rockport's going to be in lane 2. King lane 3. So Rockport 1. King 2. Ingleside 3. I already forgot what they were. No Beeville in this heat, Joseph.
Zone 1, Zone 2,
After the 800 relay, we're going to have the 400-meter dash. And there we'll get to see Beeville's own Brian Rivas Jr., who is a UTRGV commit. And he has the record for Beeville in the 400. I think he has the stadium record, the total record, everything. That boy is fast. So we will see him coming up here in the next 15 to 20 minutes, more than likely. Let's see here. They're almost ready. Yep, here we go. Runners are set and they're off. Good handoffs by everybody on the first handoff. Alice trying to hawk down Miller. Miller trying to open it up. Good handoff by Alice. They get the handoff before Miller. Alice, Miller, Ingleside. Top three. Miller passes up. Alice going to the final handoff. Good handoff by Alice and Ingleside and Miller. Looks like Ingleside in the lead. Rockport coming up behind him. Rockport making a move. He's going to pass him. Rockport, Ingleside, Alice, Miller, top 4. While the next group gets set, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
This is mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
All right, here we go. Here's the 400-meter dash. One time around. Beeville has 2 girls in this heat, I believe. Catching up to her. Evening out. Here we go, going to the final 100. Looks like Beeville in the lead. And Beeville's going to get the win. And also come in 5th. Next group going to get ready. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV. Bringing you the Trojan Relays live on Facebook and YouTube. Tuning in, let us know where you're watching from, how you're watching it. Give you a little shout out. Help me kill some time. I'm up here by myself in the booth.
Baby Blue chocolate results. Baby Boy chocolate results. In third, Pink Black vanilla. In second, Samara Smith vanilla. And first place for was vote at 36.7 is
Runner set. And they're off. This is the second heat of the girls' 400-meter dash. Good battle between Port Lavaca and Alice. Looks like Ingleside on the inside, opening up. And Ingleside's going to win by a good margin. Good battle going on for second. Looks like King might have took that one. Good job to all competitors in that heat. Looks like we have another heat of JV girls coming up here shortly. JV boys to follow. After the 400-meter dashes, we're going to have the 300-meter hurdles. See Beeville's own Braden Martero getting some practice in on the field. And they're off. It's like Alice, Port Lavaca, and Rockport. Good battle between Port Lavaca and, or correction, I think that's Kingsville and Alice. Alice looks like she might be gassing out or she might be saving her energy. Has a huge lead. She's going to win it. And have a battle coming on for second and third. Very close right there at the end. I'm going to have one more competitor coming. That's going to do it for the JV girls 400-meter dash. Now it's going to be the Beeville boys, the JV boys 400-meter dash coming up. Let's see if I can see what schools are in there. Looks like Alice, TM, another Alice. Not too sure. Another Alice. Maybe Cal Allen, I believe. No, that's Warriors. That's TM and Ingleside. No Beeville on this heat. And they're off. Alice in second, third, and fourth. TM in first, fourth, and fifth. And I believe that's Ingleside in last. Here we go, going to the last 150 meters. Looks like TM, Alice. TM's gonna take first and oh, close one at the end for a second. Second heat of JV boys 400-meter dash. Looks like we're gonna have Beeville, Rockport, Calhoun. Beeville and Lane looks like 8. Calhoun, Rockport, and Miller. Can't see who that is because the field goal post, but it is Beeville. All right, here we go. And they're off. Beeville, Port Lavaca, Rockport. Beeville with the lead from the stagger. Going to the final 200. Everything looks pretty even. Gonna get the win. Beaville's gonna drop to 6th, I believe. Looks like the last heat of JV boys coming up. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV, bringing you the Trojan Relays live from Beeville, Texas, from Veterans Memorial Stadium. We've been live for an hour and 52 minutes, going strong. We got 4 more events to go. After the 400-meter dash, we will have the 300-meter hurdles. So if you're a big fan of that, you do not want to miss that. Also here shortly, you do not want to miss Brian Rivas Jr. They're off. Beeville on the inside lane. Beeville in 5th at the moment. He's opening up the lead. Gonna win 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and battle for 5th and Beeville's gonna be in 6th. And finishing out the group will be Moody. Now it's time for the varsity girls.
JV boys, 110-meter hurdle result. JV boys, 110 hurdle result. In third place for Calhoun, Hayes, Velicon. In second, Lake Fraser from Rockport. And in first place, McKay Westlake from Rockport.
All right. Varsity girls fixing to start. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV. If you're watching from Facebook or YouTube, we do appreciate the views. Don't forget to like, follow, share, all that good stuff. Right now, I got 32 viewers. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you're from a different school, let us know where you're watching from. We'll give you a little shout out. Shout out your runner or thrower. If you're from Beeville, let us know where you're watching from. If you're at home, in the car, at the baseball field, wherever. Here we go. Varsity girls 400 starting now. And they're off. Excuse me. So Beeville in lane 3. Good matchup going for first and second. We're going to have a battle. Looks like TM and Rockport. TM opening it up a little bit. TM's going to get the win. And I believe that's a Kylie Munoz right there. Lisa that just got third for the Lady Trojans. Good running by, oh, my camera fell, by all participants. So we have a second heat of varsity girls coming up. Lisa, thanks for tuning in. She says she's watching from her couch in Beeville, Texas. Jessica O'Brien, thank you for tuning in from Georgetown. Are you Georgetown, Washington, or Georgetown, Texas? Because if you're from Georgetown, Texas, my niece goes to school over there at Southwestern. See if I can zoom in and see who this is for Beeville. It's fixing a run. Lisa, do you know who that is? 'Cause I'm not too sure. Well, Beeville has a couple of runners this heat. Okay, Jessica. Yeah, I have a niece that plays basketball for the University of Southwestern. That looks like Chloe Cruz right there for Beeville. So Beeville's gonna have a couple of runners this heat. Once again, Jessica O'Brien, thank you for tuning in from Georgetown, Texas. Go Pirates, Southwestern Pirates, not Rockport. I'm just playing. Just having some fun, you know. And they're off. Beeville in third, GP fourth, Alice fifth, and Beeville in sixth. I believe that's Port Lavaca, I believe. Here we go. Alice making a move, trying to get to third. Port Lavaca opening it up, but that is Port Lavaca. Sorry about that. She's going to get the win by a good chunk. Chloe Cruz is going to be in fourth for Beeville, along with the other Beeville Lady Trojan getting fifth. And now it's the boys' turn. And right here, you're going to have cousins racing against each other. For Beeville, right there in the yellow spikes, that's Brian Rivas Jr., or BJ, is known by everybody in Beeville. BJ is a commit to the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. And the guy right behind him is his little cousin, Aiden Hernandez, sophomore. He's another speed freak. So it's going to be good seeing a little friendly, cousinly competition run against each other. I'm sure their families are both like, did I go for BJ? Did I go for Aiden? As long as they both run hard And I'm sure whatever they place, they'll be happy with. BJ, a state competitor, got fourth in state in the 400 last year. And set the meet record and the AC Jones record all time in the 400 in last year's Trojan relays. What's up, Tony? Thanks for tuning in, man. I miss you. We need to do some wrestling. Tony Della Rosa checking in. My co-anchor for Beeville Trojan Wrestling. He knows a whole lot more than I do. I'm glad he helped me out, because if not, I would have said he would have hit him with a rock bottom or the Stone Cold Stunner or some kind of WWE move. Tony, you checked in at the right time. BJ's fixing a run. And it looks like they're set. And they're off. Rivas behind Rockport. Going to close that gap quickly. Rivas right behind him. Rivas right next to him. Rivas passing him up. Rivas running. Rivas going to get the win. And his cousin, Aiden Hernandez, getting third. Great run by BJ, Aiden, and the rest of the competitors in that heat. Kay Sonier, hopefully I pronounced that correct. Cheering from Fort Calhoun from Port O'Connor. I also have family in the Port O'Connor area. They work at the Speedy Stop and at 5D's over there. Yeah, Lisa, he is fast. He's so fast, he makes other fast people look not so fast. Where's Michael Willow when I need him? Yeah, we have the 400-meter dash. Looks like there's one more heat of the boys after this one. And it'll be the 300-meter hurdles. Thank you, Jessica O'Brien. Yeah, she'll be a senior next year, her fourth year of college basketball. Very proud uncle. I am a very proud uncle. Yeah, her Southwestern Pirates made the conference tournament for the first time in a good amount of years. So that was good to see. And they're off. Looks like Alice, TM, King, and possibly Rockport. Oops, sorry about that. All four staying somewhat tight to each other. Alice in the lead, battling with King. Going to final 100. Oh, King turns it up. King's going to get the win over Alice. And then TM, followed by, I think that's Kingsville. Or, yeah. All right, final heat of the 400-meter dash for the varsity boys coming up. Followed by that, we're going to have the 300-meter hurdles. Then we're going to have the 200-meter dash, the mile run, and the mile relay. So once again, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all are enjoying Trojan Network TV's coverage of the Trojan relays live from Veteran Memorial Stadium. Going on 2 hours and 8 minutes of coverage. That's because I got a late start accidentally. So Tony, if you're still here watching, don't forget I still owe you dinner for helping me out. So whenever you're ready to cash that in, let me know. They're off. Looks like Oso, Rockport, Oso, and a few others. Ingleside, Rockport, Oso in first and second at the moment. Rockport, Miller, Oso, and Rockport again. So this heat is heavy on the Rockport and Oso, each with 3 competitors. Rockport making a push. He doesn't feel him. He catches him. Oh, sorry about that. So it's going to be Rockport, Oso. It looks like it might have been Oso again, then Rockport. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout while they set up the hurdles. See y'all in about 2 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4.
This is mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
This is mine.
Captain Evil.
Here we go. Sorry about that. .300 hurdles, JV girls. Like Portland Vodka in the lead, followed by GP. GP closing the gap quickly. GP taking the lead. Gets over the last hurdle. She's going to win it. Let me zoom out real quick. All right, they're off. Looks like Rockport in the lead. She's opening up that lead. Yep, exactly, Shelly. The hardest race in track, 300 hurdles. As you're sprinting, you're jumping, you're doing everything all at once. I think I would fall after that first hurdle and just walk off the track. She gets the big win. Second place looks like Ingleside, followed by Oso. Don't know if that's Moody or Ingleside. Good race. Everybody clears all the hurdles. Nobody gets hurt. Now we're gonna get ready for the third heat of the girls 300 hurdles. Not too sure if this is JV or this is varsity. I think this is varsity because I do see one of the Gomez twins, either Alina or Eleni. I always get them confused. I believe that first heat or that last heat was the varsity girls, which makes sense if they would do the girls all together, so they'd have to adjust the hurdles for the boys. So it looks like Port Lavaca, maybe Rockport, TM, Beeville, Oso, Port Lavaca, and Rockport in lane one, and they're off. Port Lavaca in the lead due to the stagger. So I'm not the only one recording the race. Everybody pretty even so far going to the last 100 meters. Alina trying to close ground. Like Alina Gomez and Beeville got fifth. I believe that's the last girls' race. We're going to take a quick commercial break while they fix the hurdles for the boys. See y'all in about a minute. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
This is mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
All right, we are back. JV boys, 300 hurdles coming up. They're off. Gonna have 3 Alice, look like 2 TM and 1 possibly Rockport. Clears the hurdles. On the last hurdle. Stumbles, oh no, and he rolled, rolled to the finish line. Second heat of JV boys hurdles coming up. Looks like Port Lavaca, Rockport. I think it's Port Lavaca. See if I can zoom in and see it. Pride. Maybe that's going to be the Brahmas. Possibly Kingsville. There we go. And they're off. Rockport, zooming by him. Clears the last hurdle, and he's going to get the win over all 3. I believe it might be Kingsville. Oh, sorry about that. My camera wants to fall down. All right. Looks like Varsity boys going to have Ingleside. Looks like Alice, TM, Beeville. TM in lane 1. Okay, King and 8. Ingleside in 7, Alice in 6, TM in 5, Beeville in 4, TM in 3, and I believe it's another. Here we go. Mario from Beeville running in this heat. Martirell with the lead. Oh, sorry. Bird and Martirell's going to get the win, followed by Alice, TM, and a few others. Sorry about that. Don't forget, after the 400 or 300 hurdles, we're going to have the 200-meter dash. And they're off. Is that Rockford in the lead?
Once the runner has by, remove the hurdle. Once the runner has by, please remove the hurdle.
Good run by all competitors.
Varsity girls, 100
Now it's going to be time for the 200-meter dash.
in third place from P.
Two zoomed in. Let me fix that real quick. Right back. All right, here we go. 200-meter dash coming up. JV girls. And they're off.
First call for the 1600-meter run. First call for the 1600-meter run.
Looks like GP in the lead.
Boys 100-meter final result. Varsity boys 100-meter dash final result.
Followed by King.
Jordan Bowles from Rockport. In second, Christy Cisneros from King. In first place from Calhoun, Isaiah Savard.
Good running by all the young ladies competing in that heat. Vanessa Burns, thank you for tuning in. Tiffany Wood, that's my girl Logie. Talking about Logan Wood, I remember seeing her in basketball. She's a good athlete. Thank y'all for tuning in. Right now we have the JV girls 200-meter dash going on, followed by the JV boys and the varsity girls, varsity boys. Looks like we're gonna have two more heats of the JV girls after this one. And they're off. Opening up the lead. Going to last 100. I think that might be King. And she's going to get the win. Good running by all competitors. Saw that girl earlier and she is fast. Looks like Beeville's going to be in lane 2 and possibly lane 5. Can't really tell because of the tint. And they're off. We're going to have a battle going on. Here we go. Final 100. Looks like Port Lavaca took the win. Sorry, I went too far. Beeville was second. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV, bringing you the Trojan Relays. From Veterans Memorial Stadium in beautiful Beeville, Texas. This is David Garcia bringing you some high school track and field. After the 200, we're gonna have the mile run, and I did hear them say they're gonna combine the JV boys and girls running together to get it done a little faster. And they're off. It's like Port Lavaca or Kingsville. I'm not too sure. Their uniforms look somewhat the same. Oh, she steps too early. It might have blown it at the end. Not too sure if she misstepped or. All right, here's Heat 1 out of the JV boys coming up. Here we go. Oh, we have a battle. Looks like TM's gonna take it at the end. Oh, I zoomed in too far. I apologize. This thing has a mind of its own sometimes. You're welcome. Glorious Production says thank you all for streaming. He lives in Victoria, or they live in Victoria. Unfortunately, had to leave early. For any friends or family unable to attend live, this is a lifesaver. The Jays running with Varsity for the first time. Well, good luck to him. Hope they do well. And reasons like that are the reasons why we do this, to help everybody who can't make it. Because of course life happens, you know. So anything to help the Trojan Nation or any other family members that are at other from other schools, getting to watch their kinfolk, getting to watch their kids, their grandkids, their uncle or nieces, nephews. That's why we do what we do, and we try to cover as much as we can. I've been lucky to get to stream everything from football to volleyball to wrestling to track and field, soccer, baseball, softball, 7-on-7. I've been blessed to do this. Looks like Rockport is going to pull it out at the end. Good run. What is Jay running? What events? Do you know? They're off. Looks like GP. No, Oso, correction. All right, looks like the final heat of the boys, JV boys, coming up. JV boys 200. All right, Jason run the mile relay. That's always fun to watch. And you're welcome, Jessica. Thank you for tuning in. And they're off. It's a good heat right here. Good running by everybody in that heat. Now we're going to have the first heat of the varsity girls 200-meter dash coming up. Get a quick sip of my water real quick. Dang. Final score, Purdue beat my Texas Longhorns 79-77. Darn. And they did announce they are not going to do the throwers relay due to the meet running a little later than expected. And they're off. Varsity girls, heat number 1 of the 200-meter relay. Oh, we're going to have a tight one. And she's going to open it up the last about 20 meters. Good heat. Next heat getting ready. Once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV. We are in year 3 of getting to do this, and we enjoy it very much. Like I said, tomorrow I'll be in Port Lavaca streaming the Beeville Trojan baseball game against the Port Lavaca Calhoun Sand Crabs. So I got a good little drive set up for tomorrow after work. So if you ain't doing nothing, tune in to our YouTube. And you get to hear my voice again. And they're off. Oh, sorry about that. Looks like King in the lead. Beeville in second. Might be in a battle with GP. think they're going to get it. You know, it's Ambry Cortez for the Lady Trojans. Here we go. Next heat of Varsity Girls 200-meter dash. And they're off. Looks like Miller in a battle. See if she can hold her off. She looks like she might be closing the gap. Very close. Good running by the rest of the ladies in that heat. Got to give a shout out and props to all the coaches, all the track coaches that have been at it. I know a lot of the Beeville coaches were here last night setting everything up. And of course, in the morning, and of course, the coaches from out of town, they had to drive from wherever they're coming. So most schools probably left 9, 10 in the morning, depending how far they had to come from. Peggy, thanks for tuning in. And they're off.
Baby girls, pole vault final result. Baby girls, pole vault final result. In second,
Big lead.
Hangman from Calhoun, and in first place from Ingleside, Dave City. Varsity girls, pole
She's going to get the win by a good amount. Good job by the rest of the ladies. Now it's going to be the boys' turn. Varsity boys. Looks like BJ is going to be running. Yes, ma'am, Miss Peggy. That's why we do what we do. Try to help everybody out. And thank you, Glorious Productions. I already have my game plan in my head, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to eat after the game, because, of course, most places close before or by the time the game's over. So I think I'm going to give me a nice, big, large cheese pizza from Papa John's tomorrow. On my way back from Port Lavaca, stop in Victoria. My mouth just watered saying that. I might be going a little crazy now. We're near hour 3, 2 hours, 52 minutes of streaming. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. We do appreciate the views and the nice words. And they're off. Beeville's BJ Rivas. It's going to be close. BJ opening it up. And Rivas going to get the win. Great run by BJ Rivas. That's because his mom told me he wasn't going to run the 200. So that's a surprise for me, but that's a good surprise for me. Barbara, thank you for tuning in. And congrats on getting the Mighty Trojan Award. I saw that on Facebook while I was taking a little break earlier. Congratulations, very well deserved. I'm going to get that award eventually one day, hopefully. And tell your mom I need some enchiladas. Cindy, one of the greatest cooks in the world. Very great woman on top of that. All right, looks like we're going to have this heat and another heat of the 200-meter dash. Then we're going to have the mile relay. And I did hear the announcer say that they're going to combine the boys and girls JV to make it a little quicker. They're off. Oh, it looks like a battle. Looks like, I think that's Aiden out there in second for Beeville. Great running. Great group right there. Sarah, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, Jay's event's coming up. It's almost here. The last event of the meet. Who's that running for Beeville? I think is that Gavin? Not tell. Yep, that's Gavin. I can tell by the way he runs. All right, so it looks like Miller, Moody, Beeville, another Miller. And I can't see who's in lane 6 or lane 1. Rockport in lane 1, I believe. And they're off. Here we go. Lane 8 with the win. Looks like Bevo came in 4th. Speaking of wind, it looks really windy down there, but I see a couple of these tents look like they're fixing to fly away, at least on this side of the bleachers. We're going to take a quick commercial break while they get ready for the mile run. So don't go nowhere. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes, somewhere in between there. See you in a sec.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
It's mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver. Visit us online at confidenceautogroup.com.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car, and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
All right. We are back. Yeah, Glorious. I agree with you. Says that boy Revis won't be surprised to see him on TV one day. He's incredibly fast, and he's got a very bright future. Hats off to his parents. They got a hell of an athlete. Yeah. And the part I like the most about BJ is he is one of the most respectful kids I've ever met. Everything is yes sir, no sir, very respectable. He's a great kid. Like you said, his parents raised him right. Here we go. This is gonna be mixed, boys and girls, so it's gonna be a lot of kids running. Oh, false start. 5-yard penalty, move it back. Wrong sport. We have broke the 3-hour mark of streaming. during that commercial break. Here we go. And now everybody's off. This is the JV boys and girls both running the mile run. So 4 laps around. So that's why you see 50 kids running right now. I'll leave my camera right here just so you can see everybody running by. Catch up to the lead. Yeah, I could barely make it around. I could barely make it the full 100. I can imagine running around 1,600 meters. It's all about pacing and stamina. Leave this right here. Let everybody cross the line. Here comes the leader. It's like TM in the lead. Looks like the leading girl is from GP. She's fixing to come into the screen here in a second. Right there in the red. This is one of the coolest scenes to see. Whenever you zoom out, you see people running on one side of the track. You see people running on the other side. Going to lap 3. Looks like TM is still in the lead. Might be a 1-2 punch. There's everybody else, along with the girls on the other side. Starting to open up the lead.
In third place from me, Jasmine Otto. In second, Billy Edwards from Beeville. In third place from Beeville, Leah Rivera.
Final lap. TM with a huge lead. Let's see if we can lap any of the girls. And he will. And then the leading girl just hit her 4th lap. So he's going to end it on a sprint. he wins it. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the GP girl who's in the lead. She has a good lead on the next competitor, which is also from GP, I believe. And she's going to get the win. Now the rest of the boys and girls come in. Well, we have a battle. He's going to turn it on. Oh, he's going to get. Ooh, he almost got hocked down. Couple more competitors coming. There's a little battle going on right there between that group. And here comes the rest of the pack. That's going to do it for the JV mile run for both boys and girls. Not sure if they're going to do varsity girls by themselves or mixed with the varsity boys. But we'll check that. Going to run to a quick commercial break. More likely this will be our last commercial break of the night. Maybe. We'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Girl, I just serviced my GMC. Girl, I just serviced my GMC truck and it was fast and affordable.
No kidding, because I just serviced my SUV in less than an hour. It takes me longer to do my hair.
Girl, I'm just here for a diagnostic.
Girl, they did mine so fast, I'm gonna go pick up my wife's car and I'm gonna do hers too, because if I don't, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Aztec Chevrolet and GMC in Beeville. Service so fast, you'll have time to do all the important things. We got you, girl.
Sorry about that. I got busy looking at a phone. Just heard some amazing news. Varsity girls mile relay has started. I was just informed that BJ Rivas just set the new meet record that he set last year with a 47.92 on the 400-meter dash. I told y'all that boy is fast. Alice in the lead with GP right behind her, and I'm behind the camera. They're moving too fast. Alice with GP right behind her. Don't forget, after the boys' mile run, we're going to have the mile relay. Alice opening it up a little bit, trying to give herself some room. Get away from the GP runner. Alice, GP, Calhoun, Dink King, another GP, Oso, another GP, another GP. Goodness gracious, that's a lot of GPs running. Hey, Amador, thanks for tuning in. It's been fun. I'm on 3 hours, 16 minutes streaming the Trojan relays. We're going to the final lap of the girls' mile run, varsity girls' mile run. And then we'll have the varsity boys and we'll have the mile relay. So track meet's almost over. Amador the Man Ramirez. Oh, GP making her move. Going to the final 100. See if Alice has anything in her tank, but it don't look like it. GP's gonna win the girls' 1600-meter run. A couple more girls coming in. Have a few more. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. Yeah, I was informed that BJ Rivas, new record, new meet record. I'm pretty sure it's a new personal record for him. 47.92 seconds in the 400-meter dash. Varsity boys are taking the track, getting ready to run the mile run. 1600-meter dash. 1600-meter run. Whew, got tongue-tied. And they're off. Varsity boys. You're welcome, Jared Johnson. Who are you? Rooting for, or do you have anybody running or throwing? Lap 2 coming up. Let's see who's in the lead. Looks like TM followed by Rockport, TM and TM. And Alice coming up in 5th. Oh, sorry about that. Lap 3 coming up. It's TM, 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 followed by Rockport in 4th. TM opening it up. Going to the final lap coming up. Here we go. I have TM and TM. Uh-oh. The green shoes of TM trying to catch the other one. Kicked a little bit. So you have TM1, TM2, and TM3. Alice trying to catch the third one. Salissa Midway, first runner, opening it up. And he's going to get the win, followed by TM. And now we should be having a battle. Oh, looks like he opened it up as well. So Alice could not catch him. So TM's going to end up 1, 2, and 3 in the mile run. Alice fourth. Rockport after that. Good running by everybody. So it's always good to see everybody finish the race. There goes Beeville. Have a couple more kids coming up. Here we go. It's like King's gonna beat him out. All right, now it's time for the fan favorite, the mile relay. The last event of the night. Oh, big stretch. While they get set up, this will be the last time out of the night. We'll be right back.
Okay, what about this one?
No.
Okay, what about this one?
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, wait, it's too far away.
Don't worry, they deliver.
Okay, but that'll take forever.
Delivery 4,
It's mine.
Captain Evil.
Confidence Auto Group, the perfect car for whoever you are. And yes, we deliver.
Here we go. Sorry about the reflections. It was like Beeville, Rockport. JV girls running right now. GP closing the gap. First handoff coming up. GP gets it first. Rockport and then Beeville. Rockport, GP, Beeville, Alice, in that order. Rockport might have ran out of juice. GP opening it up. There's GP, Rockport, and then Beeville. And then Alice. First handoff. Rockport gets it next, then Beeville. GP with a big lead. Anybody can chase her down. GP, Rockport, Beeville, Alice still in that order. And Alice also in fifth. Going to the final handoff. Gotta have a good exchange. She has a good lead. Handoff is good. GP with a huge lead, but Rockport's anchor is pretty quick, so we got to get going. Still GP, Rockport, Beeville, Alice. Beeville closing the gap on Rockport for second. GP's going to win by a good amount. And now we have a battle. Beeville takes second. Beeville comes back and takes second place. Rockport third. And then you're going to have Alice and Alice bringing up the stretch. We got Alice, Alice, and one more Alice running. Oops, sorry about that. And then here we go. Got to give her a round of applause for continuing going. Way to finish strong. All right, now it's going to be the JV boys' turn. Zoom out a little bit. All right, JV boys mile relay coming up. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to Trojan Network TV as we bring you all the Trojan relays. They're off. It's Rockport, Ingleside, Alice, TM. Looks like King and Port Lavaca. Alice takes the lead. Ingleside takes it away from him. And he's ending strong on that last 75 meters of the 100. First handoff is clean. Alice and Ingleside battling. Followed by Rockport and I believe Oso. Alice, Ingleside, Rockport, TM, King. And then I believe Kingsville. Alice opening it up. TM trying to chase down Ingleside for second. Handoff is good. Ingleside's handoff is good as well. Rockport right behind him. Alice with a big lead. Ingleside with TM right behind him. Correction, not Alice, not Rockport. TM fixing to pass up Ingleside. TM passes Ingleside for second. Rockport right behind him. Alice with a huge lead. TM trying to cut it. Last handoff is good. And now it's the anchors. Alice with TM trying to chase him down. He's closing the gap. Alice opening it up a little early. See, it doesn't come back to bite him at the end. See him trying to close the gap. Can he get there? No. Alice with the win. TM, Rockport, Ingleside. Great running by all teams. Now it's going to be Varsity's turn. Sorry about that. My mic was muted. Varsity girls, mile relay. It's like TM in first. GP trying to chase him down. Chase her down, correction. GP gets a smooth handoff. Rockport right behind him along with TM. GP, TM, Alice coming back. Alice chasing him down, hawking him down. They're going to take the lead. Alice with a comfortable lead. Going to the third leg. Looks like Port Lavaca, or that might be Kingsville, I think, in second. Alice with a lead, but they're closing the gap. Going to the anchors. Here we go. Alice with the lead, but it's getting a little smaller. Can she catch her? Gap's getting smaller. Here we go into the final 100 meters. She catches her and passes her and takes first. Great running by the anchor leg. And now the final race of the night, of the day. It is the boys' mile relay. Let's see if I can zoom in on Beeville, see who we have running. Looks like Aiden Hernandez, BJ Rivas, Jay, and Jay Valderrama. No, that's Alice. I believe Braden's the other Beeville Trojan running. Braden Mortarell. Final race of the night. They're off. Braden Mortarell, the first leg for the Trojans, has the Trojans sitting in third at the moment. He's going to hand it off to Jay Valderrama, the freshman. Alice and Ingleside battling it out. Clean handoffs all around. Alice, Rockport, Ingleside, Beeville. Going to the third leg, he's a handoff to Aiden Hernandez. Alice, Rockport, Ingleside, Beeville. Alice, Rockport, Ingleside, Beeville coming up behind him. Hernandez knows he needs to keep it somewhat close to hand it off to BJ. Alice runs out of gas. It looks like Rockport passing him up. Rockport, Alice, Ingleside going to catch him as well. Good handoff. Rivas gets it. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Last leg. Rivas going to have to hawk him down. It's Rockport, Ingleside, Alice, Beeville. Rivas turning it on. Here we go. Rivas gets Beeville in third. It's going to get Beeville in second. And Beeville's going to get second in their own race. BJ Rivas made up a lot of ground for the Trojans on that anchor leg. And that's going to do it for the Trojan Relays. Once again, thank you all for everybody who tuned in. Y'all have a great night. We'll be live tomorrow from Port Lavaca, Texas with some Beeville baseball. So y'all have a good night. We'll see y'all later. And go Trojans.